Hello, everybody. One of the Christmases in my childhood, it was somewhere between 2005 to 2007, I received a PlayStation 2 from Santa, along with one of the greatest PlayStation 2 games of all time. It was a SpongeBob game that got several remakes because speedrunners picked it up. It kind of gained popularity and what have you. Soon after that, I remember very vividly, it was a very, very cold evening over winter break, somewhere around 2008, 2009, 2010. I asked my dad that if I could carry in wood, if he would use his credit card, to buy me this game called Blockland for the computer. It was kind of like a Lego simulator, and it's not exactly critically acclaimed, but that game is the reason that I know what an if-else statement is, if-then statements, conditionals, and computer science, programming, etc. As I started spending more time on the computer, I started hopping on YouTube to look for build tutorials and things like that in Blockland, and naturally that kind of blossomed into me watching Let's Plays in the early 2010s, and that was my source of entertainment. I didn't watch movies, I didn't read books. I was just fascinated with these people interacting with the narrative of a video game. And I didn't have to pay for every single video game in order to interact with the narrative. I got to see other people's perspectives, and I learned a lot about people and a lot about writing all at the same time. And that's what this little intro is about. It's about how video games are kind of integral to my life. Soon after that, I saved up for about 6 months to buy a refurbished Xbox 360 in, again, early 2010s. And that became my way of socializing. I started talking and making friends online. Very, very dangerous, but it was safer than going out. And so I didn't spend a lot of nights at friends' houses. I spent a lot of nights in my friends' Minecraft houses in the early 2010s. And it was so much fun. And that's how I learned to talk to people, you know? It kind of died off whenever I got into high school, but I just studies, and I didn't have a lot of time to really do that anymore, and my priorities kind of shifted. My buddy, though, got a traffic ticket around, I don't know, this mid to late 2010s now. And he sold me his Xbox One for cash, but the reason I was able to afford it is I could pay it out to him over a certain amount of time. But unfortunate for him, but lucky for me, that's what got me into the next generation of console. And I still have that Xbox, and it's kind of just sat in the background. Like, I would play it every break, every once in a while, and I found some interesting narratives every once in a while. Fell in love with the Fallout franchise, etc. Through college and COVID, I didn't really have a lot of time to play, and so it kind of fell out of practice. But as an adult with an income, I recently just bought a new PlayStation 5, 20 years after I got my PlayStation 2, roundabout. And I bought that SpongeBob game, the new one that just originally came out. And I've been just trying to reconnect with this medium because I think it's just such a beautiful narrative device. Every once in a while, I stumble across a gem that I know is going to teach me a lot. Hence why I'm showing you Stray. In the first 2 minutes of playing this game, I hit like 5 or 6 buttons total, and I got that same feeling that I got whenever I picked up SpongeBob for the first time, whenever I picked up Blockland for the first time. When I first saw what next-gen graphics looked like back in 2017, when I saw it on my own TV, it was such a remarkable feeling. And see, here's the thing with Let's Plays. They're sensationalized, and you have to act a certain way, you have to talk a certain way, you have to play the game a certain way, and that's not what this is going to be. This Let's Play is kind of, for me, I'm going to be sharing my thoughts, and just kind of interacting with what I know is about to be a beautiful game. And that's really all there is to it. Everything after this point, I don't have prepared. It's kind of just going to be me reacting to what I think is a beautiful game. A few things. That's going to be sad. Speaking of cats, there is one in the background. She's rifling through my trash. There's a Wingstop bag in the other room, so I apologize. Yep. I know next to nothing about this game. I've seen gameplay trailers and things like this. I received advice from a friend to not play this game like a video game, but to play it like you are a cat. Like you are rifling through things, like my cat is currently. There's no Wingstop in the back. I don't know what she's trying to do. But to just enjoy this and really get kind of into character. So I know that. I know that apparently there's going to be danger. I almost want to turn this off. It's fine. It'll be fine. It'll be all right. We'll see how bad it is. And the other thing I know is that there are 12 chapters to this game, and there are going to be 12 parts to this series. I'm going chapter by chapter, and you are just going to get to see me experience this game as someone who loves video games, who loves narratives like this, and just knows that this is about to be a very, very special experience. And what's likely going to be one of my favorite video games of all time. One of the people who I watched a lot of Let's Plays from talked about how a sign of a good video game is how good the water looks. And good God, does the water look good. Not only that, but it looks realistic, but in the same kind of way, you can tell that this game has an art style that's going for it. It feels very, very indie, and it just feels very, very good. I've never started smiling immediately at a game before, because as soon as I started, kind of poking around and looking at this video game, I noticed the motion capture is so good. It's so, so good. If you have a cat, you know how good this looks. did lie earlier. I said that's all I knew about the game. I played through this bit, and this is whenever I made the decision to document this. Is seeing this right here, seeing these two cats interact, and then I walked right here, and I laid down, and that's when I decided that I needed to record this. I needed to share this, because whatever's about to happen is gonna be so neat. The music is very simple, but it paints such a good picture. They had to have searched for hours for just the right instruments. To paint a picture as beautiful as what we're seeing. Oh my gosh. Such a nice color. My little troop. That's so good. Oh, I can run with right trigger. Okay. It's not adaptive. A little jump. Oh, can you jump down from different platforms? Okay. Oh, that looks so good. Okay. Very good. What else can I do? Triangle? Circle. Alright. Okay, I can focus on stuff with left trigger. Cats do that. They like just stop for a second. Like, so if meow, that's just the way where my buddy's at. Yeah. Got a scratch. Oh my god. Okay, so the triggers are adaptive, so I can. This feels very like there's some resistance here. It feels very, very good. Something else my friend told me about this game is how much attention to detail was put in it. Like yes, you're a cat, but a lot of this is just you got to go around and interact with the world like a cat. What's this? Very good. I wonder if this tastes any better. About the same. Sound design is very, very good. Very, very good. And this is an indie game? There's a very, very good emphasis on the world building here. The subtle nuances on the barrels and things like that. It's very good. So, listen to how much attention to detail was put into just jumping down onto this concrete. I mean, it feels very good as well. Sometimes you just have to... that was delayed for me as well, just so you know. It was a very wise decision to make this an orange cat. I'm sorry if you're a fan of this game and you see something I missed. I'm willing to bet that's gonna be a... it's gonna be a thing. It's so beautiful. I am looking. Were they concerned? I'm going to take this moment to kind of pause. Be right back. I was thinking about how intentional some people are about playing video games and what I'll hold that thought. Stories have. Anyway, I was thinking about how intentional some people are about playing video games and why they play them, and how some people are completionists and some people play video games to escape, and some people play video games competitively. And none of those things have really resonated with me. I suppose through different seasons of my life I've had different reasons for playing them, but I suppose most of the time it's just been for entertainment purposes, or to enjoy a good narrative, what have you. I wonder where I'm supposed to go.